Hey folks, can you renovate too much? I'm going to talk about that in the latest Home Prices and Insights for York Region for week ending March 15th, 2023. So why is this on my mind? Can you renovate too much? Well, recently with a buyer client, we were looking at some properties and two homes happened to be fairly close together on the same street. Now the kind of home my client is looking for is a 3-bedroom detached 18 to 2,000 square feet. So a small detached, kind of like a starter detached type of home. We're looking at two on the same street. The first one we're looking at, pretty typical. It's got a few updates, a few renos, and it's priced accordingly to what homes are selling or what those types of homes are selling for in the area. The second home, wow. The amount of renovations that went into this home is just out of this world. Every square foot of this home, including the basement, was custom. Nothing except professional grade appliances, light fixtures, like absolutely everything. It's the kind of features you would see in a $5 million mega mansion. It was unbelievable. The problem is, it's still a 3-bedroom, 1,800 to 2,000 square foot home, same lot as everybody else in the area, and their price tag is way higher than everybody else, like way higher. Now when you look at the price tag and you look at the features in this home, I'm telling you, it was out of this world. You look at the features, you say, yeah, I could see how all this stuff costs as much money as they're asking for. But the problem is it's still has the same lot and it's still a 1,800 to 2,000 square foot home. It's still a 3-bedroom home. And if somebody was to actually spend the kind of money that they've got it listed at, well, for that same amount of money, you could buy a 4-bedroom, 2,700 to 3,000 square foot in the same neighborhood. That's the problem. So yes, in certain situations and circumstances, you can renovate too much. So I'll say this. If you're going to do outstanding renovations like that, out of this world renovations, and you're going to enjoy it and live there for many, many years, enjoy it. Knock yourself out. Do what you got to do for you and your family to be as comfortable as you want to be. But should the situation arise where in short order you're going to be selling this property, chances are you're not going to recover the money for the renovations you've done because it's just way, way beyond what anybody else is doing in the area. You're not changing your lot size. You're not changing the square footage. You're not changing the amount of bedrooms. And you're not changing the location. So you can renovate too much. If you're going to enjoy it, enjoy it. If you think this video can help somebody you know, please pass it along. If you get value from this video, subscribe. Let's get into the numbers. If you want to speak with me about your real estate situation, selling, buying, it's really simple. Below this video, in the description, there's a link to my calendar. Click on that, book a time that's convenient for you. This way, I'll know ahead of time and I'll make sure my schedule is organized so we can talk about whatever's on your mind. We have the lowest sales in years across York Region. And I'm talking about detached properties, but in general, across the GTA, the lowest sales in years. The month is not quite finished yet, but if we can kind of look at it a bit, we're close to 2018 sales, but before that, the closest was 2009, so the lowest sales in years. Let's start looking at the numbers here. I've got Vaughan Detached properties broken down by week for a whole year. 30 detached properties were sold. 9 of those were at $2 million or more. Average sold price is $1,818,000, which is up from the previous week. 1818 is 14% lower than where the average sold price was a year ago. Median price is 12% lower than where the median price was a year ago. Median price is $1,641,000. The dotted line here, that's a 4-week moving average. And for average price, once we started the new year, average price was going down for Vaughan Detached, but the last 4 weeks or so, both average price and median price, looks like prices are starting to increase. It's trending upwards anyways. Sales. I drew a line across here. There's the orange, that's this year's sales, and the blue is last year. You know, similar in the sense that even last year, sales really weren't increasing that much on a week-to-week basis, barely move. Same thing this year. Although the sales are far lower this year, you know, 30 seems to be the most we've had all year so far, 30 in a week. Of the 30 that sold, 17% sold at list price or more. And that percentage is way down than what we've had so far through the course of this year, of 2023. Listings. We're way off the pace from what we were listing last year. Excuse me. Way off the pace, but for week ending March 15th, 28 were listed. That's it, 28. I've got a question mark. Where are all the listings? We're heading into the spring season. Where are they? March break maybe had something to do with that, but it's not like the weeks prior we had a ton of listings anyways. Months of inventory continuing to having a downward trend, sloping downwards. 1.5 is the months of inventory. Average days on market is 21. That's for Vaughan Detached properties. Here's Richmond Hill. 20 detached properties were sold. 7 of those were at $2 million or more. Now, 20 sales, look, I mean, we've gone the first week of February from 15, 16, 18, 19, 20, 20. Sales are barely inching upwards. We had 1 week of February 1st here, 24, thinking, wow, we're really starting to increase. And for sure, in those first few weeks over here, ending of January, when I was seeing 8, 14, 24, I was probably on here saying, hey, well, yeah, you know, we're heading towards spring, sales should be increasing. That all stopped. It stopped very quickly. Average sold price is $1,887,000. 1,887 is 6% lower than where the average sold price was a year ago. The median price of 1,839 is only 2% lower than where the median price was a year ago. This is for Richmond Hill detached properties. And over the course of the last few weeks, it looks like prices, well, the median price seems to be trending upward a bit more than what the average sold price is, still trending upwards, but not by that much. Sales, similar to Vaughan. Where are all the sales? 20 seems to be, you know, it's the second highest that we've had in a week the whole year. But more than half of those, 55%, are selling at list price or more. Listings, only 34 detached properties were listed in Richmond Hill. Months of inventory climbed up a bit, sitting at 1.7. Average days on market is 13. Here's Markham. 21 detached properties were sold. 3 of those were at $2 million or more. Now, when you get these low numbers in sales, and you're calculating average prices, you're going to get these high peaks and valleys. It's just the nature of the beast when the sampling is so low. So this is why you're getting these ups and downs. Average sold price sitting at 1.7 for Markham for detached properties. 1.7 million is 11% lower than where the average sold price was a year ago. The median price of 1,688 is 5% lower than where the median price was a year ago. And for Markham, for a good part of this year so far, average sold price and median price have been trending upwards. Of the 21 that sold, quite a few. 71% sold at list price or more. And listings, only 42 listings. Months of inventory sitting at 2.0 months of inventory. Average days on the market is 9, very low. This is condos for all of York region. 42 condos were sold. 1 of those was at $1 million or more. Average sold price is $672,000. 672 is 16% lower than where the average sold price was a year ago. The median price of 639 is 13% lower than where the median price was a year ago. If we look at the dotted line, the 4-week moving average, it's been flat for a while, but kind of looks like both median and average sold price is trending upwards just by a little bit. But because of this 1 week here coming down, we could see it trending down over the next few weeks. Of the 42 that sold, less than a third, 31% sold at list price or more. Listings came down from the previous week. 83 condos were listed across York region, and months of inventory came down, sitting at 1.8 months of inventory. Average days on market is quite high, sitting at 30. Here's a summary of the months of inventory. It's still quite low. You know, normally I'd be saying, yeah, we're in a seller's market, and these months of inventories are quite low, where you could say it's a strong seller's market. But what you're experiencing in the field, it's a little bit different. There's not a lot of really good properties to choose from. So you have properties that are sitting there. I mean, Vaughan, Richmond Hill, Markham, detached properties. These are, in many cases, very expensive. And so the really nice ones sell quickly, buyers line up, and then the other ones, for whatever reason, the marketing, the pricing, all sorts of reasons, they're sitting there. They're just not attracting the people to put in the offer. So it's a really interesting experience. So important to be working with someone who knows what's going on. Who you hire matters. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.